sixth episode of our series, The Yoga of Integral Violence. Today, violence against residents' sense of belonging. In Auroville, nothing belongs to anyone. It is one of the core values of the city. You build a house, you create a company, but if you leave, it goes back to the community. You do not own it, you will not get compensated. You work for the community, and the community works for you. For Aurovilians, this is just a normal fact. It is kind of like planting a tree. You can plant the seed and water it, but the tree will never be yours. It might provide you shade, but it will most likely die long after you. This way of functioning nurtures a real sense of community. It makes people's lives lighter. They do not need to worry about property and can focus their energies on the greater good. For spiritual seekers, it is a unique experience. Some houses have been built over 50 years, starting as a simple hut and transforming into a piece of art for 2 generations of the growing family. India's gift to grant visas to foreigners wanting to join Auroville has also created a very profound sense of belonging. A country accepting people from all around the world to create a place that belongs to humanity as a whole is, in itself, purely divine. Visa threats create one of the worst human feelings, the fear of losing everything. For most foreigners, India is now their country. They have few contacts outside and certainly not a place to go back to. This is actually the same for most Indian Aurovilians. They left their state and city instead of country, but the result is identical. It still does not stop here. Even the way Aurovillian assets are managed is being distorted, leaving residents with a vague status of squatter in houses they spent years building, with the threat to be moved somewhere else on a whim. This is a direct threat to the very basic need of security that every constitution in the world provides its citizens with. To make it even worse, the same will be applied to Auroville companies, farms and forests. The executives and caretakers thereof will be changed every 2 years, which directly calls into question the right to dignity. All ego and power-driven actions go against the very fundament of India, Auroville, and spirituality itself. In Auroville, there is a constant striving for research, progress, and human unity, which cannot be nurtured and fulfilled in an environment filled with violence. Last episode of our series, The Yoga of Integral Violence, violence against the fundamental values of Auroville.